Hey traders, welcome back to another one of my videos. Today I'm super excited to talk about possibly one of the most crazy and best trades that I've ever had in my trading career. Today we're going to be talking about TSLA. This is Tesla stock, and it's been one of my biggest winners that I have ever had on a stock, currency, whatever. So let me tell you the story in a nutshell. We'll jump over to the chart here. Basically, I bought Tesla at $500 a share. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, when I bought this stock, it was not a short-term trade. Initially, I thought, maybe I'm going to get in, maybe I'm going to jump out. I do like this company at a fundamental level and a technical level. Basically, what we had was we saw this significant sell-off here on TSLA on the daily chart. So we had the crash, and I really liked the idea as this thing started to come back of getting in long on Tesla. I really like this company again, and I was looking for the continuation. Now, one thing I loved about the entry here, I'll spoil it a little bit, I basically got long on this stock here right around this area. Okay, and so what happened was we saw price dip all the way back down to the 200-day simple moving average. Price hopped off of that very quickly, and on the rebound, I basically got in on this pullback here. So I wanted to get in. I got in at right around $4.99 on this stock. So it went right around here. And since then, this company has just gone and gone and gone. And basically, I've been trailing my stop in the sense that I'd like to just get out of this trade if it were to pull back, but we haven't even seen that. We've seen nothing but upside. And I think that there's a lesson here for traders who are out there. And I'm going to show you my account in a moment so you know I'm not just making this stuff up. But Tesla here basically, again, ran and ran and ran. I think there's a lesson here. A lot of times we as traders mentally, right, my brain was telling me, oh, go ahead and cut the trade, right? We're up. Let's take profit. Let's take profit. Let's take profit, right? There's that kind of voice in the back of your head that says, oh, price has moved up. Go ahead and take profit so that you don't lose if it starts to come back down, right? And we have this kind of fear of losing because we have money on the table. We don't want to lose it, and that can get us into trouble. So what ended up happening with TSLA, Tesla stock, is basically good news after good news. Things have come out about this company, and we've just seen it continue to run in the bullish direction. Now, with that said, the idea here is that I've been holding this thing for a long time, and I'll pull up my Webull account here. By the way, I'll leave a link down below in the description for those of you guys who are interested in trading stocks. You can look into Webull for yourself to see if it's a broker that might be a fit for you. There's a link, and if you use that, we both get a free stock. I think it's something like that. But if you use that, you'll get a free stock, which is cool. So basically, you can see here that this account was a $50,000 deposit that I purchased stocks during the pandemic sell-off, basically. And so what happened since then is we've had a really good run back up. The market has been incredibly bullish, currently up 40% on the overall account, and a large percentage of that is purely from that Tesla trade that I told you guys about. So what you'll notice here is that my Tesla stock here has actually become the highest market value stock in my overall portfolio. Now, it was not the highest market value stock when I first purchased all these stocks. It's just grown so much over the last few weeks, again, in a few months, really. I bought at $500. Let's say, since then we've seen almost a $1,000 price move to the upside. Overall, the investment is up around 180%, which is absolutely wild. That is not a move that I knew was coming or anything like that. I just let a winner that I really liked continue to run. And that's kind of the power sometimes of letting those winners really run. So you can see a lot of different stocks doing really well, but again, the biggest one up about $9,000 on Tesla by itself, here about 180% long on this stock. And it's something that I kind of hope to hold for the long term, so long as we continue to see the things that I'm looking for. So again, $9,000 on this. We've got some other good winners here for sure as well. On Apple, up $3,300, Google $2,500, Facebook $2,200. But that real big one being the Tesla move here, just around $9,000 to the upside, just from that one move. And again, I think it's a lesson. I'm not just showing this just to flash on you guys or to show you big money or anything like that. The goal is to hopefully show you that some of the best winners are just winners that you let really do their thing, right? And sometimes this happens occasionally in markets, as we just get these big monstrosity moves, and you obviously don't want to be on the wrong side of them. But if you find yourself on the right side of them, these are the outlier trades. If we know that most trades, sometimes you end up with a decent profit, sometimes you end with a small loss or something like that. Every once in a while you get a trade that has the potential to do what Tesla has done here. And this is not just in the stock market, this is in the currency market, futures, cryptocurrency, all of the different markets. Every once in a while we get something called a trend. And you guys have heard of trends, but every once in a while you get spectacular trends, like the one that we're seeing on Tesla, rising hundreds of percent in the last few weeks. If you had bought the lows just for fun, right, at that 200-day moving average, that signal today would have gotten you up almost 300%, 280%. Your $1,000 profit per share would have been caught. And again, I didn't know that this was going to happen perfectly. I am a long-term believer in Tesla. I plan on holding my shares for a very long time. And I think that this company has room to change the world, and it already is underway. So that being, my future plan is to continue to hold this. Even if we see dips along the way, actually to me, I would love to see that. I'd love to see some dips. And it's probably likely that we do see dips sometime here in the future. I'd be happy to look to pick up more shares on this stock for the long term. Now, this is not me telling you what you should do as an investor. You should make your own trading decisions or consult your own financial advisor. But this is my own personal opinion, as I'm a bull on Tesla. I have been a bull on Tesla. I actually got into Tesla later than I had thought about. We talk about in the office here sometimes about a video that Frank and I made. He's an analyst here. We made a video back when prices were right around the $200 mark, way back here. And you can always play the shoulda, woulda, coulda game, but it's always fun to say, if we had bought back then, the market, this Tesla trade could be up 600%, right? Which is a wild, wild move. So, you can always play the shoulda, woulda, coulda, but what it really comes down to is we don't know exactly what's going to happen in the market. Let's be honest, we never know exactly what the market will want to give us or take away from us. The big thing is, how do we control risk, and how do we let those winners really do their thing? Because again, when you get on the right side of a monstrosity trade like this Tesla move, it can be a game changer for your trading performance. So again, I made a deposit of $50,000 on this account, right? So $50,000 on this account, $9,000 of profit. That's almost, what is that? So a 10% move would be $5,000 profit. It's almost a 20% profit on the entire account just from that one Tesla trade that's decided to shoot off in the bullish direction and keep going. Elon Musk has had a party, I'm sure, and he actually, at the time of making this video, we've been talking about the fact that he put out shorts for sale somewhere on the Tesla website, basically where he's selling these it's like merchandise, and it's clothes for they're super short red shorts, and it's like making fun of the bears or the short people, the people that are short on Tesla. So I thought that was comical, but overall, just a crazy move on Tesla. And I wanted to talk about this trade because this is one of those career-changing trades that comes every once in a long time. I don't take trades like this all the time. I'm not making $9,000 on a trade every single time. These are the spectacular movers that come every once in a while. And sure, there's other great trades, plenty of other ones here that have done well, and those have been winners as well. But it's every once in a while where you get caught in the right side of a big, and the wind is behind you and the trade just keeps going and going. That's where some of the biggest profits in trading and investing can be. It's not saying you knew it the whole time and being right the whole time. It's more just when the trade goes in your favor, let the sail carry you as far as it wants to go. So just my Tesla trade here, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't super, I think more of this is the psychology side of it, this video, and talking about letting winners run is such a key component to a lot of times trading success in general. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we will see you in the next one.